Wild Sheep Foundation presents Sheep Shape. Chad Hall has arrived in the desert of Nevada to do some habitat work with the Wild Sheep Foundation. A newly constructed water feature will help the desert bighorn thrive.
Well, we're in Nevada today. We flew out here to help the Wild Sheep Foundation and a fraternity of the Desert Bighorn build a conservation project for desert bighorn sheep. We're going to be building a water guzzler project and fly some helicopters up here in the mountains. And a bunch of materials got flown in ahead. And we're going to get up in here today and construct that and help have a water resource for the desert bighorns while here in the summertime when water is pretty hard to find. Water is pretty crucial for their survival. So it's projects like this that help sustain the population. So we're going to get to work.
A mission of the Wild Sheep Foundation is to put and keep sheep on the mountain. So Chad's day of work begins with a helicopter flight to the peak, where a number of dedicated workers are already making progress on the project.
We just got to the project site, just dropped by the helicopter, and we're going to get up here and get to work. The weather kind of lifted and it's a little chilly, but we got to get this done before we get stormed down again.
Before breaking ground, Chad gets a quick progress report from Gray Thornton, the president of the Wild Sheep Foundation.
That's where the water catchment goes. It'll provide water for desert bighorn sheep, obviously, which is what we're here for, but mule deer, quail, just water for wildlife.
Okay.
The effect is basically, raindrops on a tin roof.
Yeah.
That's that's what's collecting it, and then we just contain them in the tanks. What's exciting is we've got a few folks from Nevada Department of Wildlife, and then it's volunteers from Fraternity of the Desert Bighorn, Wild Sheep Foundation, Sheep Shape. It's just all volunteer labor.
Yeah.
And we're all out here to do what we can for wildlife, and again, it's a labor of love, and it happens just because of sportsmen and women having the commitment to wildlife.
Yep. That kind of goes along with the take one, put one back, right?
Without question. If you're taking a ram or even considering it, this is your opportunity to put some back on the mountain and keep them there.
Yep.
Chad is proud to put his time and sweat into the mountain for the sake of the sheep. Meanwhile, in Alaska, Rick Caron is fueling up on a rainy mountain morning. He's boxed in while waiting for friends Tyson and John, and a quick peer through his Meopta spotting scope shows promise.
Finishing up breakfast, talking about a game plan. Spencer goes down to the river. Brown water, rage against the machine. No way. We're going to be getting across, so looks like another day from camp because we can't get anywhere. So we got to wait on Tyson and John to get back, because we do know back there that he did see 7 rams, but Tyson and John are hunting right in there. We can't take a chance of boogering it up. So nonetheless, we come out. Spencer looks up and is like, hey, got 2 sheep bedded right here in the mountain where we're facing, right out of camp. So we're gonna put some eyes on them and let the Meopta tell us whether they are rams, lambs, ewes.
I've pretty much got all them white rocks named, and those 2 white rocks, they weren't there. So I figured, So I figured I'd throw the binos on them real quick, and sure enough.
Spencer knows this mountainside like the back of his hand. To spot sheep from camp is a welcome sight.
Women and children,
Women and children. No horns. Pretty darn cool device here that we were given the cool pics from the outfit. One, it saves your neck, and two, your head doesn't have to be buried. Getting in there, getting out of there, you can use it to focus in, to get a little bit tighter if you want to get a little bit tighter, you know, whatever you can do on an iPhone, as well as using your focus ring here and your magnification here.
A spotting scope full of sheep helps pass the time until Rick can stalk again.